So here's how you create your standard job templates, and I definitely understand that you don't want to start adding them until you understand fully how to add them, which is understandable and obviously smart. So what you want to do is you're going to create your hierarchy, which is location, top level, company, and then position title. So these I've just created as placeholders and for some of our training. I mean, you can feel free to use these. It's totally fine. If you want to start your location at the top, though, you'll start at root, and I'm going to add in location, and you just type in the location. So I'll call this location. I already have a test one in there, so I'll say location test. The code you can just abbreviate or copy whatever you have in the title. Layout order of 0. You create your applications also in the toolbox, and then when you have specific applications, you can associate them at a level, whether it's the location, you can do it at the company level or position title. Probably easiest to do it from location, and it'll map across for each one of your positions. So we'll say this is the location application that I choose here, and then I select OK. Now that's my first level of the hierarchy. I'm going to add another level now. You can see here on the left, I've got location test 2. So I'm going to add a level, and we're going to add company. I'm not 100% certain how you're using the second level, if it's for subsidiaries underneath Celerion, but you would just add your company name here.
Yeah, I think it might be an us thing.
And then your layout order 0 will alphabetize. Again, you can choose your application at any of the levels. Once you choose it at one level, it'll change it for all the levels, so you only have to do it really one time. Select OK, and now we have our second level of the hierarchy, location test, then we have company. Next, I'm going to add the position, so I'll choose position title, and then from here, I'm going to either pre-select a template that was created in advance. So if you have one that you created for, say I have the same position underneath a different location, I don't have to recreate the template. I can just grab the template by selecting it and then click populate template, and that'll fill in the blanks. Otherwise, you can create it from scratch, and you just enter in title, and your job code again can be just an abbreviation, layout order 0, copy and paste your job description responsibility requirements section from whatever document or what form you're pulling it from, whether it's a doc or PDF. When you copy and paste, it'll automatically, the format will be honored. So whatever bullets or things are bold or texted, or excuse me, italicized, it'll show up that way. And then choose your EEO job category. So let's say change that one or added that one or re-added it. Default application, you can grab that, whatever application you want again, and then you have screening question templates. If you have those for position, then you can associate them, and then workflow template, you just grab the default. That's going to dictate when background checks are triggered out through the system, which we'll be training on prior to your launch. I'm going to select OK, and that creates separate job templates. Now you've got here the master level of company, position title underneath company, and then the level above that is location test 2. So you can see I have a hierarchy. So if I go to create a requisition now, underneath location, I can choose location test 2. I can choose company, and then I can choose the position title that I created. It's going to pre-populate the EEO job category, and it's going to also add in the job description, responsibilities, and requirements. What's more is once this requisition is opened, it will then default the specific application assigned, as well as the forms workflow template, which again is going to dictate when background checks are pushed out of the system, or allows you to choose them in advance. So that's how you create the job templates. Standard job template hierarchy has no bearing on the organizational structure. That's a separate setup here. So for organizational structure, it's really just line of business, department, and cost center. So it looks like you guys have been filling these in. So we've got line of business, bioanalytical services, then you've got your department underneath that, and then the last thing you would do is add a level here of cost center, and then you enter your cost center number here in Same thing for code. You could just abbreviate and layout order as 0, and that adds the cost center number. So it looks like you guys have started doing this, so this is great. The last thing to do is just add that last level of cost center itself.
Or block.